He's always looking for money.
He's in debt. Badly. A fact Alicia uses to her advantage.
This is absurd.
How did he buy a first-class round-trip ticket to Salzburg when the crime occurred?
Because I pay him for doing errands for me. He could use his money however he feels fit. He's a big boy now.
I admit, I don't know how we could prove that Alicia...
Call the airline. You can use the plane ticket reference number. Call the airline. They should be able to check the payment. I bet you it was paid by Alicia Cole, credit card. There's no way Jason would have that much cash to buy a first-class ticket.
He obviously stole my credit card.
So,
Obviously.
you admit that your card was used to make the purchase.
I didn't say that.
If the card is still active, I doubt that he stole it. The credit card company would have notified you for making a large purchase, and you would have canceled it.
How large is this purchase?
Thousands of dollars, Judge.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Or skirt on fire, I guess.
Alicia was responsible for stealing AW evidence from your office.
This should be interesting.
I spoke with your son, Jason. He claims Alicia forced him.
Jason is a grown man. His actions are his own.
Alicia lent Jason her car. Then Jason broke into the evidence room and stole the files. I have proof on CCTV.
So, what it actually sounds like is that Jason took my car, stole the evidence, and somehow I'm to blame?
How did he have access to your car?
I gave him the keys. He runs errands for me all the time.
And how did he have access to the evidence room? Only you and the judge had the code.
Look here, on the wall. An access code. I wonder if it's for the evidence room. Probably. Apologies, Judge. But your carelessness is the reason this happened. In all probability, Jason heard that you left the door unlocked, and he just went and opened it.
I doubt that. He barely spends any time with me.
I found this in 10 seconds. You left it out for anyone to see. If he didn't know the door was unlocked, how hard would it have been to find your key?
Miss Cole, that's enough. Anything else, Miss Drew? Miss Cole, if this was a court of law and the police were asking for probable cause, I'd be hard-pressed not to allow it. Do you have anything to say?
I told him to get rid of those tickets. You know, Your Honor, your son is a real idiot. Truly, a world-class moron. He couldn't even follow simple instructions. I would have had better luck writing them in crayon. And this? Seriously? This is the kind of stuff I have to deal with? I went to law school. I have 3 degrees.
Three.
And now I have an arsonist, 2 ghost hunters, a wannabe detective, and her assistant.
Hey, what? No!
Trying to screw up my plans.
All the people you pointed out are the reason you're going down.
No. The reason I am going down is that this stupid little town is stuck in the past. Oh, my great-great-great-great-grandmother was accused as a witch. I want repayment because I'm lazy. She loved me so much that I want this disgusting ruin of a house for free so I can run my luminous vegan tea grocery store. That is what pathetic looks like. A bunch of whining, moaning little people whose worldview is infinitesimally small.
Why?
She is awful.
Why?
Why?
Because I wanted to do something for this town. I care about Salem more than all the Olivias and Tegans and Laurens combined. I care the most. We should have leveled that old house a long time ago and built new houses. With all that land, we could have a real community here. We could bring in new business that isn't completely reliant on stupid, scary stuff. I am talking about economic development on a level which Salem has never even seen.
And who would be the owner of these new houses?
Well, after knowing this case inside out, it wouldn't be hard for me to get the land out of the grasp of the state. After all I've done for this community, some recompense is in order.
So, you're saying you poisoned Lauren so you could build and own a housing complex?
Motive.
Do you realize how much money is in real estate? And give me a break. I was just scaring her. I told you I know about biology. She was never in any real danger.
Alicia, I saw the ergot in the water valve. There is absolutely no way you could control the dosage that Lauren ingested. You could have done irreparable damage.
So what? I live here. I work here. I am a member of this community. This town needs me.
No, it doesn't.
I already have the papers, and I am taking them to the state office. And none of you are going to stop me. Because you can't prove anything. There's no legal heir to the Hathorne estate. And none of the evidence Detective Girl brought up will stick.
So you admit to all of it?
Yes. Now get out of my way.
Yes, Quiet Watcher, I see
Police
you.
are on their way. You can wait here for them to arrive.
Lock her up.
Unbelievable. I only wanted to make Salem.
This is highly disturbing. I am shocked. Very shocked at what has occurred here. Miss Cole will be held accountable for her crimes. I will make sure of it. But as much as it pains me to admit, she is right. We do not have a legal heir.
Yes, we do.
Take her to the slammer. Wait. Why is Frank reliable again? I'm not following that line of logic, but we gotta lock up the Karen. So I guess we'll throw out the book and the will? Why not, right?
According to the Book of Apologies and Francis Tuttle's will, Lauren Holt is the legal owner of the Hathorne House estate. The will makes it clear that Lauren is the sole inheritor of the estate, no one else. However, in the best interest of all parties, perhaps there could be a way to erect a memorial for the accused witches. That is something that you, Your Honor, would have to facilitate.
Of course. Okay. Well, what about the Hathorne House fire?
No one forgave me when I made a mistake. Break the cycle, right?
May had nothing to do with the fire,
You're sure? How do you know?
because I have a confession from the person who did.
Really?
Really? Everyone stood around waiting to pee, and Frank called the cops. I don't remember which one is which. I don't remember if Tegan did it. Like, I know Tegan did it, but was it intentional? Yeah, I think it was an accident, right? Okay, let's go with
Tegan
the first
Perry
one.
is responsible for the fire, but it was an accident.
Yeah,
An
yeah.
accident?
That's what I thought.
Yes. Tegan went looking for the will and accidentally knocked a candle over inside the house.
Right.
The fire
right.
grew out of control. I questioned her myself. I believe her.
I'm afraid I can't just take your word for it. Will Tegan give us the same testimony?
Yes, I believe so.
Well, the house is going to be demolished anyway. And while I wish I could give out punishment for withholding information, I suppose we can keep this at a misdemeanor level. Perhaps a fine, some community service. What a mess.
This has been a very tough time for everyone. I think the damage has been done.
Agreed. But
Judge, did you ever interview May? Get a statement from her?
There was no
Anything
buts.
on record?
well, not exactly.
So you just assumed she was guilty of the crime without even speaking with her?
A case needed to be built.
There was no case, because you never needed to make one. You thought she was guilty, and so you treated her accordingly.
Miss True, I ask that in this office you treat me with respect.
What a hot
You
mess.
deserve as much respect as I'm currently giving you.
Oh,
Nancy,
ouch!
maybe we should...
Judge. You made this poor girl's life a living nightmare because of something she did when she was young. She was a kid, Your Honor. Her entire life molded and built and destroyed by an event she barely remembers. Can you imagine what that does to someone? Can you imagine what that does to her family? To her friends?
Well, that is a bit unfair.
You know, this town has a history of judges behaving without sound jurisprudence. And I would expect that after 300 years, you would be able to right that wrong.
Burn, baby,
Perhaps.
burn.
You have a point. But my concerns are not unfounded. You think Jason is a screw-up now? What would have happened if he had been friends with her?
He is friends with her, Judge.
What? How's that possible?
Boy meets girl.
I thought at least I would know.
A judge is supposed to judge people on their actions alone, not the people they call their friends. I just hope you remember that when you sentence Jason, because his crimes aren't imagined. They're real, and they deserve real punishment.
Yep, Jason was a screw-up. Alright, let's take a picture before he goes to prison. They played doctor for years. Hey now. Say goodbye. No. Wait, what? Really? Goodbye? Look at my pumpkin with just the nose carved in it. Oh, look, the boys are in town too, or still in town. You got mail.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
For what?
We always promised that a secret was the most important thing in the world, and we would never break it. And I did.
You saved my life. If Nancy hadn't found me, well...
I'm going to be gone. For a while. I really screwed up.
Still, I know who you are.
Is that better?
There's a good person hidden below this pretty boy exterior.
Come on.
Wee
You may
wee.
go away, but that good part never will.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, they didn't really play. Oh, we're having a house party.
You didn't have to.
What? I told the truth. Or at least the truth you told me.
200 hours community service. It's not like I don't do that already, though.
What was that exhibit you were planning?
Witch street art.
Who's the artist?
I think you know her.
Do you ever feel...
Remorse for not sticking up for my sister? I will probably be dealing with that for the rest of my life. She doesn't hate me nearly enough for what I put her through. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You're the only reason she doesn't think I'm a complete dirtbag. Lauren deserves that place. She does.
You sound genuine.
Don't be so surprised. She's had a tough life too, you know. I'm not mad at her. I hope that maybe she will see eye to eye with me someday.
You did set fire to her house.
Yeah, there is that. It hasn't all been crime and punishment, though. We had so many great memories.
And one moment of shame.
May told you. I would tell myself we were all kids, but I was old enough to know better, and I almost did it again. She says she forgives me, but we still have a lot to make up for. We all do. We are all going to help each other now.
What do I think of the game, Marlena? It was a slow start, but you know it's ending okay. I think we're dotting the I's and crossing the T's here. Justice will be served. And no, Nancy's not roasting Tegan anytime soon.
So, ready to leave yet?
No.
I just got here.
Not the house. Salem. You always wrap up your cases in a nice bow to run off for the next one the day after, don't you?